Hello, Collective. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to be a messenger of the light. Um, I just came on real quick to tell you, first of all, to those that are trying to uh, do dark things in the dark to try to stop me, just know that I know. I can feel you. I feel you in my dreams bothering me. I feel you trying to hurt me in my body, my spine, my right side. Uh, I return everything back to you times forever. And I've already given you over to the God so that you will be completely removed, just so you know, okay? Um, I don't have time to deal with you because yous are little gnats that are like the little gnats that fly around. I have big, big battles that I'm facing every day, okay? And you're just little gnats that are interrupting in what I need to really be doing here. So, and that being said, I've handed you over to the higher ups to deal with you and remove you completely. May that be family, friends, ex-lovers, anybody, jobs, government, mediums, readers, psychics, high priestess, prophetess, whoever, religious people, covens, occults. I've given all of you to the higher up. So what they do with you is what they do with you, and the underground God as well. Okay. Now, uh, I know about what's happening in Puerto Rico. Uh, I did try to speak to the God of the waters, okay, and went deep down into the waters to see what was happening, and what's going to happen and what's going to occur it has to happen. First of all, okay, I did try to tame and ask for things to be not to be as bad as I saw. Saw what I saw is going to be very bad for many. All right. But when they showed me why what's coming is going to occur, I understood. Okay. Uh, a lot of dark, ugly things have occurred on your island in Puerto Rico, okay? Many are responsible, many are involved, but yet there are many that are innocent and free of, you know, the dark, ugly things that were occurring. I suggest that those that are free of those things, you evacuate if you have not already. They are coming to wipe that island out, okay? Because of the evil and the darkness that has been accumulated there. Okay. In order for things to be renewed and we are trying to clear this planet to bring heaven on earth. So everything that is happening is divinely planned by God's plan. Okay. Uh, some things have to take place, and this is one of them. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you. If you have family, people you know there that you love and you know that they are free of and not dark beings, and you need to let them know right away, okay? If they even have a chance yet, because I know the waters have already came on to the land, okay? So what's going to take place and what's going to happen is going to happen. All right. Even though I did try to intercede and speak with the waters, the God of the water, it's got to take place. Okay. There's nothing that I could do or any of you could do. It has to take place. Um, I feel and I'm keeping all of you in prayer for the people that, you know, I know it's not easy because everybody on that island was not responsible for dark things, but there were many that were, okay? And a lot of the things that they did in the dark were not good. A lot of the ways that they accumulated the things that they have were not good to get those things, okay? Now I'm going to speak about Miami, Florida. You're next. What is coming is going to wipe out Miami, and I'm not completely sure yet if they're going to totally wipe out Florida, but the water is coming and it's going to take everything and everyone out. Specifically Miami, okay? But the whole continent. I think many of you, if you know a lot about what's meant to come, wisdom and knowledge, and you have the wisdom and the knowledge, then you know exactly what I'm speaking about. This was predicted long ago, okay? Many people that know, that are leaders, that are scientists, that have been studying this world and what's to come, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, okay? What they showed me in the vision was, I mean, it made my stomach turn sick, okay? The the ugly, vile, dark things that the people in Miami and the state of Florida that they are doing are very dark. There's many covens, occultists, many dark beings, many facilities there, places. It's so much dark. You have a lot more dark than light there, okay? This is why they're coming to clean house, okay? They're coming to clean house. And I do mean clean house because what I saw people screaming. I mean, it's not going to be good. And what is coming has to take place. Again, like I said, for Puerto Rico. The things that are occurring are in the plan. It has to take place. In order to bring heaven on earth, to make a new beginning and a new start, to clean, things have to be removed. People have to be removed. Many of you, you've been given the opportunity to change your ways from dark to light, to find balance in yourselves between the dark and the light. Many of you, you refusing to do what you're supposed to do. Many of you, you continue to keep doing dark magic, doing sacrificing beings, whether they are human beings or animal beings. Many of you, you're using old, ugly, dark ways to accumulate what you have got. Everything that you have got through dark, ugly, vile ways is going to be taken from each one of you in Miami. So I'm talking to all my mediums, readers, psychic practitioners. I'm talking to all my famous people. I'm talking to all my rich and wealthy people that have gotten rich and wealthy, whether you are in the government or whether you are a mayor, a senator, whether you came from a wealthy family. Because of your ugly, dark, vile ways, you will be consumed by the water that is coming to take Florida, Miami, completely out. Okay? That is what they showed me. Today I am fighting a very hard spiritual battle. Okay? I woke up in my dreams. I saw a lot. I woke up in the flesh, wide awake, fighting dark beings on this planet, trying to use their dark magic to take me out. Whether there are people I know, people I don't know, there's so many involved. Many of you think that this is a joke. See, I can have pain and I can fall to the floor and I can cry, but I am immortal. So I pop right back up. Many of you, you are not. And you will be removed completely from what they show me because of your ugly, vile ways. Because you have accumulated so many things through doing dark, ugly acts. And now they are coming for you. So those of you that are innocent, and those of you that have no parts of doing dark, ugly, vile things, and you are implanted in Florida or you are implanted in Miami in any fashion, form, or way, I suggest that you start packing up and you start leaving while you can. Because what is coming, no man and no God, not even me, because I did try to see what I could do, I cannot. And I cannot say that I don't understand what they're doing, because I completely understand. And I completely agree that that needs to be taken care of and done the way that they're about to do what they're going to do. But what I don't want to happen is those that are innocent and those that are not guilty of darkness and sin, doing dark, ugly, vile things to get what they want in this life, okay, and had to work hard for it, that you all do not have to suffer for other dark beings and what they have done. See, they have polluted and contaminated that state with their ugly, dark, vile ways. Many of you, and in Puerto Rico as well, many of you need to detach from people, places, and things that are dark and vile while you have a chance. And I truly mean that. If you have a chance and you hear this and you can hear, may those that need to hear, let them hear. May those that need to see, let them see. If you still have the opportunity to redeem yourself and ask for forgiveness and change your ways and find balance in your life between the light and the dark, because we all have light and dark, between the yin and the yang, the good and the bad, I suggest that you start immediately. Because what I saw is coming, and it's coming at a fast, very, very fast rate. It's going to be like in a blink of an eye. It's going to be like it's going to come so fast you're not even going to know. You're going to hear about it on the news. It's going to come and it's just going to be boom, and it's going to do what it came to do. Take heed to the messages that I'm giving you. Now, many of you, and this is for my twin as well, okay? All those that were involved and still are, that are playing in my energy, that are trying to use people, places, and things that are close to me, playing mind games, using divinity, magic, sorcery of any kind that is dark, be ready. Because what is coming for you is coming directly to each one of you. And there is no magic. There is no money. There is no amount of anything. I don't care how many of you there are and how many people you think that you could pay. Every last one of you is going to receive karma. And many of you will be removed from this planet. Many of you need to realize that your bloodlines are finished. Because of your vile acts, your bloodlines are finished. I handed you over to the gods of all God, okay? Today, this morning, because I am tired. I am fed up. Many of you do not realize that this is a spiritual battle. I am trying to save humanity, and many of you are not. Many of you are trying to destruct and make things dark and ugly for your own selfish needs. Let me be the first one to tell many of you this. Those of you that are dark, and those of you that do very ugly things because of your own selfish ways, your ego, your pride, and your power. Many of you, you're going to be stuck together in a very dark place. Oh, you're going to have everything, and you're going to be together. All of you that are dark are going to be amongst each other. There will not be any innocent bystanders, any light beings of any kind around you, except you and your ugly selves that are of the dark amongst each other. Because what's going to happen is they're going to allow all of you to fight and take each other out by yourselves. You understand what I'm saying? The rest of you, you're just going to be removed. This will be your last life. This will be your last journey. This is the end of the rope. So for many of you, I suggest that you enjoy whatever it is that you do, because this is the end of the ride for you and your people. Okay? Let me make myself very clear today. Many of you You played in my energy. You played with the pure goddess. You don't even know who I am, but many of you, you're going to find out. And you're going to reap everything that you have sown and done to me and mine. You will reap with your very lives, because you will never see light again. I guarantee you that. For my pain and my suffering, many of you will reap a very, very ugly karma. And that is a gift from the God of all gods, including myself, because I am one. That is a gift from me to many of you. For my pain and my suffering, and for thinking that you were going to overpower me and use my gifts to make many of you rich and wealthy, be ready, because you're going to reap what you sowed. What you wanted for me and God's people, the 144,000, is exactly what you will get, times the end of the road. No more life after this one. This is the end for many of you. And I want to say again, for those that are innocent in Puerto Rico, in Florida, in Miami, I suggest that you pack your bags up and your families and you ride and start riding like right away. Ride out with the sun. Take what you can, and you better get out of there while you can, because what is coming is going to wipe you completely out. You see the orbs that are flying around? Yeah, honey. I am the real deal. I am. Many of you, when I told many of you to leave me alone, not to play with me, you didn't take heed to the message. Many of you, this has just been ordained in God's plan since before time, because, see, He knows all things. He watches all things. What you were doing in the dark in Puerto Rico and Miami and Florida in the dark, many of you are, dark, because He showed me some very dark, vile things. I'm talking about, be ready. Masons, occults, covens, because there are many, the fake Illuminati that have disrespected the original Illuminati. You seen that orb, how it came? I don't have to play with you. You disrespected a lot of high ascending masters and elders, and they are not pleased with you. And neither am I. Not pleased with you one bit. And they are coming to collect. Okay? You will not be able to plead, cry, bargain. You did too much. See, many of you, they gave you an opportunity to see what you were going to do with the time you had left. And you chose to keep doing dark, vile things. And many of you are still doing it to this very minute. You're going to reap what you sow. You should have took the opportunity to change your ways. When I opened my mouth for the longest, the last 2 to 3 years, I've been trying to tell you and warn you. You should have took heed to the message. Many of you are very disgusting. You're degrading. and it's very disrespectful. I would have to say, for many of you, covens, occults, groups, sleeping with the same sex, degrading women, degrading your own bloodlines, disrespecting your bloodlines, stealing, conniving, taking gifts from true gods and goddesses like myself, thinking that you were going to get away with it. Many of you thought that I didn't know what you were doing for years. I've known the whole time. I've known the whole time. I've known who my enemies were from day one. Since I was 3, 4 years old, I've paid attention because of who I am. Now, many of you will reap what you sow. Many of you, let me tell you this. Some of you are so dark and vile, they're going to wipe you clean. And when I say that, I mean they are going to wipe you clean out. They will not find your bodies. There will be no body to bury because that is going to be your ending. They don't even feel that what I am saying to many, pay attention to what I'm saying. Many of you, they are already saying, do not deserve to be buried or even to be remembered. So your bodies, they're not going to be found. It's going to be like you never existed and you never will again because of your dark, ugly, vile ways. Okay? So that's what I'm coming on here to tell you. Those of you that think that you're playing, now I'm talking to the mediums, readers, psychics, practitioners that are playing in my energy, that are working together in groups to try to do magic day and night, that think that you're using reverse psychology, because they did show me that in my dreams, clear as day. Those of you of the dark, you're going to be removed too. The same way. Your bloodlines are finished. Okay? I don't care what kind of being you are, because they just said there's many different beings. You're finished. Many of you that have paid practitioners, from your hand to the practitioner's hands, all involved, you're finished. Say goodbye to your families, to your gifts, to what you have done, because you have done very, very dark, ugly, vile things to many of God's chosen beings of the 144,000 and their families. You're finished. I told God this morning and all the ascending masters and elders of the light, I am up to here, fed up with all of you. And I truly mean that. The only thing that's saving many of you on this planet is the people that are good, that we have I want to say sympathy, that I even feel that are worth saving. Because honestly, like I told God, if it was up to me, I would finish everything here. That's how dark and vile this planet has become, and many of you beings walking on it. And the rest of the beings that are not even human, that are in a human body, that come from other planets. I'm talking about you other dark beings. Yeah, your beings are finished too. Well, I'm not excluding anybody from other planets, because there's many involved here. But you beings from other planets, your own people, your own beings are going to take care of you. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Each one is accountable for their own. I was sent by God here to help humanity. Remember that. I did not I don't care how bad you try to hurt me. When I cry, if you know that I am crying, many of you probably think, oh, we got her. She won. Never. When I cry, I'm crying because I am so mad, and I am trying to control myself, because I could literally wipe this whole planet out with one blink of an eye if I want to. Some of you, you're pushing me. Yeah, I mean, you really are. You're pushing me to that point. And I would be very, very careful what you do after you listen to this video, especially when it comes to me. Now, in that being said, I'm done speaking. But those of you in Puerto Rico and those of you in Florida, Miami, I'm trying to help those that need the help. You better hurry up and evacuate while you can, because what's coming, no man can stop it. And no God can stop it, because the God of all gods has ordained this, and nobody's going to get in the way of this. I'm sorry. He's coming to wipe out the darkness. And hey, I can't blame him. I can't blame him. I do not blame him one bit. Nor do I blame the God of the waters because he's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm very connected to all gods. Just like this morning when I felt, oh, excuse me, when I felt those trying to attack me. Of course, I went to the underground, God. I sure did. I'm connected to Hecca. I am connected to the underground just as much as I'm connected to the God up above. Many of you think this is a game. The very gods that you go to, that you thought you were going to use against me, you better know that they're going to ride for me before they ride for any of you dark beings. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. See, many of you don't realize that many of these gods and goddesses, elders, ascending masters, they already know what's supposed to take place. They already know what we are trying to do. Many have come and realized that this is the best thing for all people and all beings involved. But many of you, you think that your gifts and your powers are more stronger, and your little heathens, these little gnats that are underneath you, yeah, they're gonna be removed real quick. These beings running around half bisexual, half man, half woman, don't know what they want to do, just disgusting, roaming the face of the earth with their evil, vile ways, spreading diseases like heathens, getting people sick. Yeah, those are going to be the first ones that are going to be wiped out. Remember what I said. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to believe me. Remember what I said. Remember exactly what I said. Many of you are already messed up already. Karma's already hitting you. Your bodies are shutting down. Your organs are shutting down. You got HIV. You got AIDS. You're losing everything. You're losing money. You're losing material. Some of you, you're already broke. You don't even know how you're eating from day to day. And the little money that you get day to day, you're losing it as fast as you get it. That's your karma. That's what happens when you mess with a real goddess and a god. A high priestess, a prophetess, an angel that was chosen by God to come here. You should have left me alone when I told you to leave me alone. Many of you think, and let me clear this up right away. Many of you think that someone like me, you think that I use black magic. That's not me. I have class about myself, honey. I don't have to use those things. If I want to take you out, I take you out by my own power and my own magic. I don't need to do ugly, vile things like that. I have gifts that I can remove you with just one thought of you. See, I am a true God, an angelic being, a light being, a star. I know how to control my gifts that were given to me. And I know with certain situations when it's not for me to deal with, I know when to deal with something and when not to, and when to give it to the God of all gods, the one that is in charge of all things. See, that's called control. It's called balance, which many of you don't know anything about. I've been doing this for lifetimes. This is not something that I just came to do in one lifetime. I've been practicing for this for many lifetimes. If you think you're going to get in my way, you better think again. I will remove any one of you that gets in my way. I don't care if I've known you for a lifetime or if I don't know you. Many of you need to get your lives together. Because what you bring to this planet is pure, ugly, and darkness. And it's very disgusting to the gods, to the ancestors, to the elders. They are very displeased with many of you. And what I just saw, the visions that they just gave me, you guys are very dark, very disgusting beings. I mean, I don't even know how they even brought you into the world. Beings like you, I'm serious. Like, disgusting. I wouldn't even want to know you. And if there are any that I know, that's probably why I got sick, and I got sick to my stomach when I see certain individuals or certain people, or my body starts cringing up, and it's because of your the darkness that rides within your blood. Some of you, you're going to listen, and you're going to be okay. The rest of you, I'm sorry, it's over. It's finished for you. That's it. So enjoy your time. If you live in Puerto Rico, if you live in Miami, in Florida, I said what I said. You could take heed to the message if you want to. If you don't, that's not my problem. I said what I needed to say. That was my job to get the information out. I got it out. I'm done talking about it.